Today is July 15th, 2025. The time is currently 6:21 p.m. And to anyone who asks, there is no point. You got here because the algorithm decided that this would interest you. For some reason, look at what the things you watch are. That's the reason. And what are the other questions that people ask? I know I don't want to boost myself in the algorithm. And I don't, uh, I know I'm not a girl, I guess. But it's never, I mean, well, there's the questions of that come in, which is, are you a boy or a girl? Um, there was that one person whose comment that I removed who may have subscribed, shockingly, who said, I thought you were a girl, which multiple people have done that, which is very interesting to me. And it gives me some very interesting data. One, about how people parse gender. Here's the thing, I would love to talk to people who ask that question and think like that about why they think that. Like, what characteristics are either confusing you or because I know if they're saying I thought you were a girl, they're physically seeing me in the thumbnail and then hearing me and going, deep voice, not girl, most probably boy. Um, which that's the thing. And apologies to really just, I mean, well, trans femmes or people that don't want to or aren't trying to or don't have access to medically transitioning. The biggest gender indicator for people is voice. Not, you could probably be like the most femme person ever, and if you have a deeper voice, I think that a lot of people would still go, oh, that's a man, which is very interesting and very strange. But also, passing is a myth created to sell more sexism and patriarchy. I don't. That's not this. I did a whole video about that. Well, it wasn't a whole video about that. I could do a thing talking about, because I know that it can be important for safety, but also it shouldn't be a goal outside of safety to pass, because you're defining your gender based on others' perception, and also defining gender in general on what someone looks like, and that's not how that works. Anyway, I wasn't gonna talk for this long, and I'm gonna stop now. I hope your questions have been answered. You probably aren't still watching if you were asking.